You actually recorded a pre-tax loss for the year. Was that down to competition from Uber or other factors?
No, not at all. It was really about, we did 2 acquisitions in the year that we've just reported on, integrated those together. We've been investing really heavily in technology as well. So what you'd see here is the footprint of the business has increased by a third, heavy investment, lining ourselves up for really strong growth in the coming year.
Yeah, so this move outside the UK, what proportion of sales do you anticipate coming from Britain and how much from elsewhere in future?
So at the moment, 25% of our sales are outside of the UK. Over the next 3 years, we expect that to move to about 50-50. There's a massive international market for what we do. And, you know, the first move on that is customers in New York in particular are saying to us, we really like what you do in London. Please bring Addison Lee to New York, and we're expanding there really quickly.
And you'll trade under that brand in New York as well. I know you have the TriStar brand, which is slightly different, but the Addie Lee brand will be the one that you trade under everywhere.
Yeah, so there's 2 products here. One is in big cities, big financial cities in particular, that at scale Addison Lee product for business customers, definitely a winning proposition. And then TriStar is our global high-end chauffeur service, and we've just launched that service in 100 cities around the world on web and apps. So we've digitised that network now.
What gives you such confidence that you're going to be able to roll out Addison Lee as a global brand? I mean, these are very local markets, aren't they, in some cases?
Well, you know, it's been a really immature market and very fragmented. And what we've seen in London's the most competitive market for these sorts of services, that when you offer quality at a reasonable price, invest in your proposition and get the best possible drivers and cars, actually people come to you. And that's through offering that premium differentiated service gives us real confidence that we can grow elsewhere.
Now, obviously, Uber has given you a bit of a tough time in your domestic markets. Transport for London wants to strip them of their operator's licence. Do you ever think that's actually going to happen?
Well, I can't comment on that, and that's between Transport for London and Uber. What I would say, though, is that these sorts of services, you really need end-to-end operating model, customer service support, manage your drivers, manage your fleet, make sure you're properly looking after customers, because in that way, not only is it what customers want, particularly our business customers, but it really lines up much more closely to what regulators are looking for in London, but also in elsewhere around the world.